No tengo marcador, tío. No tengo marcador. ¿Eh? ¿Me está viendo alguien? Bro. Con un 1-1 se ha pirado. Y se pira. Sal, bot. Sal, hijo. Sal, hijo, sal. Sal. Y fallé. Y lo despeja y gol. ¡Oh! Se la para el bot. Vamos, bot. Vamos, bot. Vamos, bot. No le da. Sí le da. Muy mal, pero le da. No me sirve de nada. Uf. Sal, bot, hijo. Sal. Que me destroza. ¡Se tapó! ¡Qué golazo! Amigos. Y una persona me está viendo. Uno contra dos, porque el bot tampoco es que hiciese mucho. Ay.
¿Has oído?
¿Qué es eso? Ah, sí, lo he visto, lo he visto. Sí, lo he visto.
¡Hostia, las ruedas!
¿Qué ha hecho?
Mira las ruedas. Quema ruedas, pero quema. ¿Has visto? Jaime Macías se ha quedado el primero. Sale primero mañana. Y ya cuesta que le eche.
Ah.
Ay, Dios mío. Y hermano, ¿por qué me has cansado, hermano?
El que me veía se fue. Ahora solo lo estoy viendo ya.
challenge. And even though that 50 goes right back to
Pues a ver la RLCS mientras juego partidos privados.
They're not winning the challenges, not winning the hold. Noli once more. Teammate there, no, circling around to midfield. Though, gonna slow it. Challenging Yukio on the play. Ball pops up. Talk's able to escape with it as well. We need to see SK control the ball more. They are just popping it out to the midfield and falling back on defense.
They really haven't been able to get it past that midfield line. This is the farthest it's made it in quite some time. They're now trying to utilize their time in the offensive half, but Tho's going to get a big clear. Talk's shot just straight on target. Devo clear downfield. Tho pops the wrong direction, and Noli gets beat by Tox. Devo comes in off the respawn and is able to clear it by just a moment for Guild, but Tox still on the ball here.
Luckily, Tho has plenty of boost. And Noli gets the redirect. Challenge for Guild still here. So on target, Tox long clear. SK best chance on the counterattack is now. Possession once more taken aback, and Guild find ways to just disrupt the offense down the side. It seems like every time SK Gaming have a chance to be able to bring that ball in, try to find one another, it's taken away. Even on the connection on the interception off the ceiling. A couple of demos now. Power play, one left alive. Noli, heroic defense right over Ixo. Champions Field, here we come.
Getting to game 5, not going to be a 3-1 win here. No repeat of the Spring Regional 3 Grand Finals. We are going to go all the way to Champions Field. Great effort there. Ixo, in the end, able to make use of a flip reset. Steals it away in OT. Maybe the bottom of the scoreboard for his team, but he does get the golden goal. 5 saves apiece for Tox and Yukio, as they withstood the onslaught of attacks there from Guild. Though it did look slow paced, when you go back and you look at the numbers, 16 shots from Guild in that game.
That's the stat line. I mean, Guild had almost 20 shots, and the fact that this game felt like it was so back and forth. He had 7 for SK. Yeah, he had 7 shots to 16. Like, I don't know how SK is winning these games. Yeah, Guild should be finding more ways to score, man. It's been defense clearly, but I mean, just watching how these games have progressed, Supersonic, the stats are just thrown out the window at this point. Like, they don't matter.
The shooting percentage is at an all-time low here. This is one of those ones on shooting percentages, you just forget about it. It didn't happen. You just look at the score line. Did we win? Awesome. Did we lose? Well, it's bad all the way around then. That one's dangerous. Devo won't be able to get there on that open net as nobody was up to commit. Devo just didn't have any boost left in the tank to pick it up.
Yukio knew it. All the way down, Noli almost dunking it through. And we will have a pause. Yeah, I was seeing Yukio spam no, and I wasn't sure if it was either they messed up, which I doubt. And I figured it was probably, okay, we might be looking at a pause in a moment. So here we come. Welcome back to our ugly faces. But it's been a great series, man. I've been loving, you're beautiful, but I've been loving it, man. I've been loving the different styles of Rocket League. Again, like, we get one version in the first series, and then here we get this very, like, it's like a symphony. It's very back and forth. We're just building up the action, enjoying the ride. So contested, Supersonic. I had a feeling that it was going to be highly contested in this one. What are you seeing on the field that's standing out to you, that you're enjoying? What are you seeing?
First of all, first thing I'm seeing is I think I need you to exit out of that match for me. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, it's kind of, it's an interesting series to watch, right? It's kind of hard to break down in the sense that both teams are just kind of playing this slow, defense-heavy, methodical style play. We really didn't see those shots come out of Guild until OT there, right? They decided to crank it up in OT. They had a lot of sustained offense there, but the defense is really what's getting it done on both ends. They're just withstanding the shots. The defensive, it's 2 different defense styles though, right? On the side of Guild, they're defensively cutting off passing lanes. They're getting the ball before it's registering the shot on net. They're blocking it out somewhere in that neutral third or right at the front of the box. They're not allowing too much to get to the net. On the other side is just a strong 3-man stand at the line.
Yeah, and I think, you go into this game 5, right, And the question is, how many shots does Guild get? They've been averaging close to 10, 11. You know, the more chances they have, they're going to score. That's rather axiomatic. But the biggest question really now is, how do SK Gaming find a way to slow the game down? And that sounds ridiculous with the way this series has gone, but you have to
slow it down.
Slow it down. Please stop moving. Stop moving your controllers. But again, Guild have found ways to take the ball away, and the possession is going to be huge in this game 5. If SK Gaming continue to let Guild have the time of possession, even though SK Gaming is winning, like, stats tell you it's not going to work out. Please stop challenging the math. You need to find a way to control the ball a little bit more, and you need to make sure you reel in the possession, because so many times SK Gaming were quick to give the ball away, and it was staggered hits down the field that worried me. But if we keep going to OTs and they keep winning these golden goals, I mean, I'll just shut my mouth. I mean, super predictions going into this one, brother. What do you say?
Well, they don't keep winning the golden goals. Golden goal has gone 1-2 one game, right?
So if you win your last game of every series, you're probably going to win the series. Okay?
You know, I think that the stat lines might hold up on that. I'll wait for the tweet from D-Rec to confirm it, though. I'm not 100% until D-Rec says it's not fact.
Win the series, all right? If you win the overtime goal to get to a game 5, we know Coliseum is a sticky map. We know how dangerous it can be. Our Champions Field's completely different, but seriously, predictions this time, though. Who are you taking in game 5? I have to feel that SK Gaming might have a chance here. I mean, I haven't been impressed with Guild's offense.
They absolutely have a chance, and really, I think it's coming because Guild is playing this slower play style. I don't see the same confidence offensively out of Guild that we saw in that Regional 3, right?
I don't know if you're watching the practice right now, but they just pulled off one of the stupidest goals as possible. So if we see that, I mean, Guild's winning. But yeah, you're right. Guild have had SK Gaming's number.
Guild has historically had their number, but right now, it doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel like they're dominantly in control on offense. It doesn't feel like they're controlling the boost to really slow down SK Gaming. We're not seeing those back corner steals. We're not seeing that sustained offense that we saw for that brief moment or minute and a half in OT of last game. That's the first time that we really saw that the entire series thus far, and they need to get into that rhythm. Guild is going to have to get into that rhythm if they want to repeat what they did in that Regional 3. They need that going forward. They need to find that energy today in groups and get into that rhythm, because tomorrow, Championship Sunday, you're going to need that.
Yeah, you are, and we just got word that we will restart the game right now. We're going to go in from the kickoff and the start, so we've burned about like 30 seconds going into game 5, so we're just going to give them the full 5 minutes. Let's get it going. I'm excited. Everyone's ready. Let's figure out who, wins the series and shortly get better standings in the groups. But it's a big matchup. This is the rematch of the Grand Finals, folks. It's Guild, SK Gaming, Supersonic. Are you ready for this game? Are you ready?
I'm ready for this game. I'm gonna put you on the spot too. Who's got it?
SK. I'm taking SK. I'm calling the upset.
SK? I wanted you to call Guild. I really wanted you to call Guild, and so that I could take SK. So I think.
Listen, I'm a man of people. I'll take Guild. Come on.
No. I'm gonna take Guild. And you know what? If it does get done, I'm gonna say that finishing goal is gonna come from, regardless of which team wins, it's either coming off of Tox or Noli.
Noli might be the most realistic chance you have of being correct. So I always want you to be correct, Super. I am so in love with your face. It's Tox. Looking for the kick out. A lot. I'm hitting on you. Yukio gonna kick it up to the ceiling. Couple of challenges now in SK, really getting aggressive at the midfield off the kickoff. Welcome back to the start of game 5. Winner of this, what do you guys know? Wins the series.
I said a realization. I actually lied earlier where I said nobody's in a top 10 position in their
Why would you do this?
In their respective stats. Actually, Noli's the number 7 shooter currently for the spring split.
Why would you do this?
Overall.
I trusted you.
Yeah. I trusted myself, which is always a mistake. 100% of the time, mistake.
Well, isn't it a surprise? Noli's been so electric in this series, and the amount of shots that the Guild have been able to put up, surely he's going to find the net at some point.
Big boom downfield. Noli will be the one to catch it here. Gonna try and work it through and just throws it across. He's going to double, though, with Though, and a bit of miscommunication there on the field.
The speed's been picked up a little. This reset might help. SK, a follow from Yukio, almost gets the goal of the series. We've killed about a minute so far here in game 5. And it's been SK with possession and pressure time. They have been mounting that stranglehold at midfield. Devo trying to clear it away. Not a great job. Gives it right back to Ixo. Ixo no boost, but still puts it on target. Though has to come out of the net. Long clear. And you're looking at another chance downfield on the counterattack for a midfield pass. It won't be there. Gill trying to survive the first couple of waves of offense.
That's something that they've really been struggling through the series for SK. They've done it a couple times where they have looked for that infield pass, but the trailing player, or the player that should be forward in the play, just isn't in position. It ends up just being a soft touch down into the defenders, and Gill will take possession and move the ball back downfield. Need a little bit more speed, just a touch more hustle out of that secondary man on the side of SK to convert some of those or turn them into shots on net. If they can get that opening shot, those quick infield passes have a lot of power, and the mistakes on defense, a loss in a 50 is gonna turn into a goal for Guild. SK get just pushed out of the way as though beats two, and Noli finishes it off.
Oh, Yixo missed the pass on the other end in transition, comes back down, and like you said, gets pushed out of the way, and that is more of a Guild response than a collapse from SK, but that is a painful way to lose the first goal. Plenty of time. Ixo is trying to respond and tie this one up. Super. It looked good for a moment in transition, but Guild pulled strong on the other end, and they come right down the field and score.
Yeah, I do always like those moments where it's a 50 beat and it ends up being both players hitting the ball at the exact same moment, and it becomes a Newton's cradle situation where one of them is just going to get bodied off the ball because the other one has the more momentum. And that's what happened there and turned into a goal for Guild. So actually beats out Ixo. Nice little touch to send it across over into the side corner. And then taken off the field, Devo ripped away by Yukio.
Very much in this series it's been pawn takes pawn, and now you got a chance for some different styles of offense, right? Where do you move the rook? Bishop's been able to score. I mean, Noli though have been so electric and it's so poised.
Almost for the queen to come alive, you know?
We all need a queen at some point. Yukio to the corner.
Which one of these guys is going to step up into that position on the chessboard? Though going to have a miss as he tries to come off the back wall just to try and keep possession, but Noli catches it on the other side. Tox bumped out by Devo now, and a little bit of a speed up here. Ixo ties it up. Minute 30 left. 1-1. Now looking like we may have 5 games of OT. We may just get a chance to field OT here, Spaceman.
Right on that touch, you knew it. I mean, it completely caught. Guild had no backline defense, and I was thinking as that play was developing, this is when SK needs to just jump the gun and move upfield. They need to catch Guild moving in on an offensive hit, take the ball away, and quickly go down for a counterattack. So, 1v1, right over Ixo, won't get in! Insane! No! How does this happen on Champions Field time and time again? So, putting it once more down on the goal line. Devo, back down to Noli, looking for the shot. Yuki will save SK Gaming, using all of their lives, somehow staying alive in this game.
Noli backboard. Ixo gonna make the save. Tox there, but didn't have a good enough read to try and make a play on the ball. And Ixo just gonna give it another big booming clear. You see Tox looking for boost that comes up after he leaves, so he's gonna have to make a soft touch, ripped off the field, and back down it goes. Noli tries to beat him out in the air and can't do it. No, shot going to be well wide and off target.
There needs to be a stat for shots that are on target and shots that are actually on target, because Guild have had 60% of their shots just high on the backboard.
I wonder what the lowest shooting percentage series is. Where's that stat?
Who knows, man? We got 15 seconds, though. We might be looking at a Game 5 OT for the golden goal in the series. 10 seconds now. Guild trying to move down and keep SK Gaming down in the lower part of the bracket. Yukio extending, not doing a great job of clearing. Noli, cross, kept up. Devo to Noli. Oh, the connection doesn't work. We go to OT.
Here it goes again. Spaceman, 5 games in, 5 OTs in. Champions Field, sure, why not? We wanted a series between these two teams. We wanted to see a better series than we got out of that Regional 3. I don't know that we got the same speed, but we absolutely got a tooth and nail battle, just clawing their way back and forth, both teams trying to get things done. Really, shots-wise, it looks like it's gone the other way. Can't get a piece of Noli. Ixo had the opportunity to open the net for Tox, and the The sneaks through, just dodges the bump. Defense, Guild gets away with it.
This series was so calm. Minecraft music is perfect, but we're starting to feel the tempo pick up, the drum line starting to kick in. You can feel this game fight might be going different. What do you build at midfield as an offense? Avoiding the demo. Tho, kicked out, and Tox with the long clear, the best one so far for SK. Devo, redirecting to Ixo, a shot, and Noli with the save. Now comes up the turtle time. Can you kick it high? You can. Crossbar down. Tox putting another dangerous shot towards the net. Guild struggling to clear the ball away. Yukio, heroic effort through the corner. And now the counterattack for Guild. SK Gaming on defense.
This is the fastest speed we've seen SK moving all series long as they've been trying to get downfield to create something here. A little bit of pep in the step. Ixo, soft touch off the backboard. Noli gets dunked. Yukio able to keep the ball downfield, but Tox didn't have boost. He was all the way back in their half. Again, he's that player that is going to make sure he's back defensively every single time. He's going to be the hesitant one as Yukio and Ixo start to speed up.
Noli in a 1v1. That ball bounces high, though. Short hop. Tox has to read it. Possession for Guild. Extensions continue just to be taken away. SK Gaming doing a great job of reeling in that loose ball as it hangs in traffic. Yukio looking for a pass towards the center of the box, but Guild having none of that. We go back to the midfield now. Devo plenty of boost. Tho to the corner. Tox will read it. Trading possessions, trading hands now. Showing everyone all their cards. We're 2 minutes into OT. It doesn't feel like we're close to closing this one out.
Bump coming through, looking to try and take out Tox, but the ball be cleared downfield anyways. Nobody on Guild is there to make the attack, though. Backboard, Yukio with, or a slight touch, actually. Looked like he missed it, but he gets just enough of it. Ixo won't be able to force his way through Noli.
These extensions get more and more dangerous. Guild starting to get a presence at midfield. You're looking for the connection down. Tho playing on the ground. Once more, challenging consistently. Devo winning the 50, winning the pass. Noli, sidewall. Yukio smartly takes it to the corner and instead kind of jets out to the midfield. Here comes the challenge though. Tho, flip reset over. Backboard punch. 3 minutes to go. We keep going in this OT.
While we're here, a little history fact for RLCSX. This is the first time a series has gone the distance every single match into OT. Shout out to D-Rec for that stat. Devo trying to get it done. Can't find the second touch. Ixo sneaks it across the line.
Doomsday almost made SK Gaming pay. They had been on the turtle up defense, locked down, trying to hold on. Literally scraping and clawing their way back to midfield. Tox trying to escape. Running point. He will kick it out. Noli misses his hit. This is where you need the call for Yukio, and here comes Ixo. 1v2 in the back line, Tho able to kick it to the corner. Dumped down on a little dime, but Ixo once more centering. Yukio at midfield. Tox is there as well. You look for Yukio on the connection, but Devo is up, ready and waiting. So much taller on the pass. I mean, it's just been trading possession back and forth.
Ixo, flip reset, chooses not to use it, tries to get the 50 through Devo. Devo just too big in the moment. Tox, pinch, Tho reads it.
Yukio with the slow.
Ixo.
Ixo again, keeping it up. Backboard, waterfall down. Is anyone going to be there for SK? No. Ixo basically playing a 1v2 in the back line. Now you look for possession. Tox going to reel it in. Can't keep it alive, though. Yukio, one more off the ceiling. Is anyone there? Yukio with the fake. Ooh, couldn't get the position of the recovery in midair. Trying to stabilize. Noli doing the same thing. And Ixo working off the backboard once more. Favorite position for him. Pinch down. It's just been isolated individual challenges for both teams. No one able to find anything towards the net just yet.
Noli gonna punch one down. Yukio there, and this is the fastest speed we have seen. I would expect these teams, after out the way they've been turtling up, to turtle up even more, but instead we're starting to see the speed and the mechanics come out from these players, trying to force their way through. Tho gets bumped into the ball and takes the shot away from Devo. Little pull shot defense. We're using the other team there for the side of SK to get that one out. Noli now with a shot, almost jumps his way through Yukio, but pitches out and across, and this is chaos now on the field. Where was this all series long, guys?
What is happening right now? Tho trying to clear it. More pressure. Tox to Ixo. slow on the read. I mean, you talk about giving the ball back and forth. Once more, trading possessions at midfield. Devo going up, stabilizing. Flip reset there, on the ground over one. Crossbar to each, so he'll clear it away. Guild had possession, looking for the infield pass, which has not existed in this series for either team. It's very just much been individual efforts that have kept this one going. Yukio all the way down, right back to Noli, bumps him off the play. Here's the chance for Ixo, slow roller. Yukio can't find upper 90, ball kept up, but Guild once more on defense, hold on. Noli, with boost to spin, opts to go low, tries to shoot upper 90, just off the mark, no easy through Ixo. I mean, this has just been
Estos te van a venir.
both teams, but the offense not quite. Tox, the pass, no, goes for the shot. You got 2 shots for Noli. Going into this game 5, told me that, I would have said you're absolutely insane. Yukio with only 1. That is how contested it's been in the midfield. No flip resets, no extra challenges, no extensions. No one's getting that look that they want. A battle of the 3rd and 4th touch. It's been there for both teams. We're about to hit 7 minutes in OT. We're not anywhere close to finishing this one.
Popped up, Tox, he'll make the save. Devo gonna try and kick it through the corner. Bit more of a touch than he wanted. He was looking to try and soft touch that, try and keep possession as he was out of boost. Downfield.
¿Qué?
Pick up in the corner, Ixo around one, tries to sneak it through, no, cuts it off.
It seems like both teams are just reading each other so well that they're hesitant to kind of make the play. That one's down. And so far, Guild have pushed back. Now you bunch up on offense. Here comes the transition. Quickly dies. Top staying alive, bumping everyone out. Yukio, backboard, no boost. And Noli will clear it away. Where is Guild? How do they move down the field? They don't. Ixo gonna get right back. There's a clear. Noli out of position. Has to circle through the back line and take it from the corner. Instead, brings it down to the earth. Grabs full boost. We'll try to keep it up. Looking for the pass. Down to the ground. Over 1. More challenges ensue and more midfield pressure for both teams.
Devo won't be able to chase that one as he hits the ceiling. Looking to try and get that reset from it. Ball got a little too far away from him, though. Devo will have a back pass opportunity. So, tries to pop it to himself, and it's just, no. Absolutely not, sir. That's not how this is going to go. I'm either getting you or the ball. One of you is going the way I want it to. Noli tries to cut one in, and Ixo comes through to cut it off. Devo now has to get up for it. Oh, no, not like this! SK Gaming take it 8 minutes 16 into OT, and Devo has left the match immediately. The game was robbed, the game says.
You can't do that.
Oh
my God.
I think the in-game commentator that I have on just called it there. The game was robbed, and the teammate Devo is the one that took it away from him. Awkward touch. He ends up putting it in, and in the end, Devo scores the final nail in the coffin against Guild. SK Gaming get picked up and get a clap back against the team that took them out in the last regional.
You're telling me we sat through 10 minutes of overtime for Devo to score on his own net?
Oh, it's so
God.
unfortunate.
Man.
That's so unfortunate.
Oh. What? I don't have words, dude. I don't have words for that series. I don't have words. I don't know what that series was. I don't know how we got here.
I don't know how we got to that scoreline in Game 5 after watching the teams like slow roll each other for 4 matches. I don't know how much OT time we played, but we had a lot of it other than the one that ended in 12 seconds. All the other ones had multiple minutes. That one goes 8 minutes 16 seconds of both teams actually just throwing down. Like, both teams cranked the speed up a ton in a Game 5 where they had been playing defense. Both teams went full offense. And eventually, it's a defensive breakdown that was so strong for them throughout. The breakdown of defense ends up being the final goal. I don't know what that series, I had a bunch of words there. I said a whole lot of nothing because I
got no words.
That is right. That is a tough loss.
I have, if someone asked me ever to like describe that series, I have no idea. I don't know.
I'm not GC.
What happened? How we
Sorry.
got here? I enjoyed the ride. It was a hell of a time. But
I'm a diamond.
Horrible, horrible, and painful way to lose it. I guess the silver lining is that it was so close all the way down to the end that maybe just that was the way the series was going to go. That was just kind of the rhythm and the vibe of the series, man. That is one of the most back and forth yet casual matches I will ever see in the RLCS. But up next, we got Vitality and BS Plus competition. You don't want to miss it here on the Rocket League side of action. It's been fantastic, and the RLCS continues for your A major.
I'm not a GC, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rocket League Championship Series. We are watching the European Major here for the spring split. I'm Leaf, and alongside me, Dazarin, Cole, and Gibbs has decided to grace us with his presence finally. And, what happened? Oh yeah, BDS Vitality played like an hour ago. Oh, this was quite some time ago. Can you recap what happened, please?
Well, I'm not too disappointed to forget this series, to be quite honest with you, Lee. There were 3 overtimes in a game between Team BDS and Team Vitality, and normally you'd be thinking, wow,
Te has puesto con el morro en la presa, a ver si te levantas rosa de ahí, mariposa.
¿Quién? ¿Samoni?
Claro que la amo.
Well, I think you are absolutely right with being mean, Cole. And, usually I like to be nice, but you being me here is perfectly okay, especially because I said it going into this one. I knew Vitality to be playing a little bit shaky and scared against BDS. I didn't expect BDS to come out with a performance they did, which is a little concerning, but they still are able to take this.
It's not concerning. They're 2-0. They got +4 game difference. Let's BDS. They'll worry about tomorrow.
Speaking of group Gibbs, let's take a look at those right now. Again, with BDS, as you said, +4, going 2-0 so far in the group here. We expect them to continue on with those wins as both group and A Gibbs are moving along.
Yeah, it's group of death over there. BDS looking good so far, taking on Vitality, which is huge. Vitality sitting at 0-1. Obviously, they played BDS. There's a lot more between plays for. But Group B, it's a mix-up guild. They sweep top loads, but then they lose to SK in Game 5. So that group is very, very close. And we'll see by the end of the day who pulls it out.
That is for sure. Lots going on, lots of matches to continue on. And remember, click that watch the squad mode. We have a lot of broadcasts and a lot of Rocket League going on today. Let's talk about this next match coming up here, though. It's going to be SK Gaming versus White Demons.
All right, Dazarin, I got some kids trivia.
Oh, good luck, guys.
So I did this for Wave, and I said he had 2 guesses, and I only gave him 1. I'm going to give you 2 guesses, though. The number 1 defense of all of Spring Split. Who is it?
Is it any of these two?
If it's the proper
It's 2 guesses, Dad. It's 2 guesses. Come on.
Number 1 defense? I'll go SK.
All right, that's wrong, so guess again.
BDS?
It is actually BDS. Good job, Dad. You got it right. But SK Gaming is the number 2 defense
defense in all the spring splits. So SK Gaming is looking good on the defensive side. Dazzler, you passed the flying colors 10 out of 10.
Can we get him off the show again?
That was impressive. That was just like, I put him on the spot and he got it right. I am very impressed.
It's true. Games trivia is usually a little wild here. Cole, this is what I have to deal with all the time.
I know, right? This is crazy. I think that did so well there, though. I was thinking, maybe has to not cross the line. Well done, guys.
Well done. You pulled through. The pressure was there. You get to take over as it's a Highlander situation. It could be only one Gibbs. You get it now. Chat, we need your help for this next match here. Who's going to be winning it? It's time for the prize. Fan vote. Your votes in chat now. WDM for White Demons or hashtag SK for SK. While we're tallying up all of your votes, let's get ours up, guys. We're gonna put Gibbs on the spot here. Make him go first. He's taking the dub on this one.
So this was interesting because it's two of those teams that they're playing this major and then that's it. So two hot teams in spring, but they've had a month off to kind of cool down. But SK Gaming, they just got guild at 5. Have to go with them here because they look like they're still pretty hot, while White Demons are first and better.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Gibbs here and go SK as well. I think White Demons, I mean, if you guys haven't been watching some of the matches in the other streams, you probably should, because you can tell just how teams have been playing today. I watched White Demons and SK play, and honestly, if I compare both those two teams, SK is looking more on form. I have to go with them.
I know it's boring for me to agree with SK, but I think I've got to say that as well. They beat Guild in that game 5. It was 5 overtimes. Every single game went to OT, and they won 8 next to me. So we know they've got fight. They seem to have brought their form from the regionals through more than White Demons.
Well, that's not very fair because by calling yours boring, you make mine even more boring. I'm going to SK as well. What we've seen, hey, White Demons honestly solid team. We know that they're fun to watch in the field, but SK, these players have been kicking some butt lately, and I feel like they've got even more room to grow. So SK has to be the pick across the board here. Chat is also boring. 85% going in favor of SK on this one. Oh yeah. So White Demons fans.
Reactive.
2 months ago, SK approached us and asked us if we want to join them, and obviously we wanted to represent them because they're really amazing org, and I'm really excited to look forward to what we can bring to them. It's been really difficult to keep it a secret that we're joining SK, obviously, because people have been making rumors and stuff like that, obviously, and yeah, it just took a little bit until the announcement, but I'm really happy that it finally is official now.
Stop on 1, and you go with the time on the open net to put it in. 40 seconds left, and they might set us a game 7.
At the moment we're in Cologne at the facility from SK, and it's been really nice getting to know everyone from SK, getting introduced to the scene and everything. We can boot camp in Europe, which is obviously a really big bonus for us, since it's helping the team chemistry, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing from Germany this time. Being on the boot camp is obviously amazing. Like, you get to talk to your teammates all the time, like have fun, you know, talk to them, become closer friends, and yeah, we just enjoy the time here, to be honest. And since there's not been a land, it's amazing to get to play with each other.
¿Qué?
Estos tiene que recogerlos
Ya lo
el
sé.
cerdo. ¿Por qué quieres?
Hombre,
¿Lo han sacado?
no. Si mete un gol en un campeonato, va a decir, ¡oh, qué golazo! Pues no, ¡qué golazo!
So happy to see all of those players land on their feet after all of them have had difficult stages of their seasons, but seems Johnny like they're all good to go and they're ready to hit the fields.
Yeah, this is it's awesome to see because these are three players who I think everybody would agree were so talented, and you know Yukio's a previous LAN winner, multiple-time LAN winner in Rocket League. Remember what those things are back in the day. And then you got Ixo and Tox, both players who have really burst onto the scene with LCS Season X. So I completely agree. It's great to see them ending up on a team together. And now, like Yukio said, they're just trying to finish this season strong. This is their last event of the LCS X season, being out of the running for the championships. And they're trying to make it a good one.
Well, they'll be looking across the field to the White Demons team. They'll be saying, well, where's our org? Where's our chance? Their chance right now to maybe actually, you know, send some
¿Cuál es?
feelers out there. Let
No.
people know that this is a team that'll be available.
Los rosas están... ¿Crees que los rosas terminan el curso?
No. Que no.
It's an incredibly awkward ball to work with.
Los rosas no terminan el curso. ¿Por qué?
Porque están pequeños.
Across the box that quickly, so he didn't have the time to get to it before it ran all the way across the goal. Like what I'm seeing.
No, pues que no me los pongo.
SK, they're spreading out brilliantly in offense.
Entonces ya no te van más.
No.
Shot rifles off the defender. And attack Casper Torino. He's got to be quick here though, because there's two players back. Yukio actually didn't even need the help from Ixo, just handles it himself.
Yeah, if you're going to go for the 1v1, you pretty much have to get the play done within a single touch. If not, and that chance is going to go pretty quickly. Great interception on the way back. So we now see Tigray looking for another goalkeeper. Tox is hanging out on the backboard, no way to find him.
Yeah, it's great to see that aggression off the ball from Tigray. Wasn't satisfied with just one demo, wanted more. Another talking point for this event is the resurgence of the German players. We've got several teams now with German players hopefully showing what they can do. All the more relevant with the IWO coming up. And yeah, Germany, they used to be such a powerhouse in Rocket League. It's good to see those players on the rise again.
Oh, there it is. Right across the face of the car. He just needed it to be a little bit longer. But it's finally been the way in. Now Tox the infield pass. Ixo couldn't quite reach it. Both teams are coming oh so very close. Yukio dancing around everybody in the corner. He's got a pass too, but he does finally run out of resources. And it is seen away, but pretty much handed straight back over to the other team. Tigray. So actually has opened up some space for Tox to work with. He's almost managed to get it around CRR. As Yukio back down, winning on the second touch, not quite able to reach it.
Yeah, it's a tough one for Yukio, but he wasn't too far off that. Back wall defense was too difficult to get past anyway. But yeah, overall, both teams are shaping up to be equals, not only in the midfield pressure, but also in squandered chances. Unfortunately, we've seen centre balls that look pretty juicy on both sides, and nobody there to put the ball on target. When it does arrive in the middle, I mean, Yukio got this, he will. Let's keep his eye on that ball. He was going towards the top corner.
Yeah, you just set those on occasion, make sure the defense is still awake. Not taking anything for granted. As Tox powers the ball back downfield, nobody around. As you mentioned earlier, both teams just looking pretty solid. Not spectacular yet, but we are waiting for that first real big play to come up from either side. Oh, this might actually be it. Here's Tigray. The infield's not seemingly the option right now. Both teams have gone for them. Yeah, and both teams are also doing an incredible job of just intercepting.
Yeah, and it's been those interceptions that have stopped these chances from amounting to much, and it's not just the interceptions on the infields, it's the interceptions on counterattacks. Here comes Tox. He wanted the mind game, but Torino did exactly as you should when you're in the face of somebody who might be mind gaming. You go straight for the ball. That's shut down.
Good challenge again from Yukio. Couldn't get the follow-up, but he wasn't too far away. Tigray might have the reset. Not quite. Tox. Back to the corner. That should be taken back over by the defense. Both teams not willing to commit too much here. We haven't really seen much in the way of individual attempts at play. It's all been about the teamwork so far. Dorito to himself, not quite. Yukio does lose the challenge, but such a loose ball that should be able to deal with this. Very good pressure on him though. CRR back down. Tigray's too far forward. And the pass won't work. Ixo, he's darted past at CRR by himself, and he's got no chance.
fine goal by Ixo. Demo came through from CRR, but then he backed off, left the ball. That's brought in the challenge, which Ixo easily disposed of. And that's just a perfect finish from Ixo. He's made a ride. Well, you know, he gained his initial name in Rocket League through the 1v1 arena and showing his stuff there. But a brilliant solo play, actually passed one player, recovers, and then gets the shot past the second one. And CRR didn't try to do the same. Dorito actually wanted a team pitch. Not sure about that though, because he's gone harmlessly towards the corner.
Now 10 seconds left. Yukio wants to seal the deal. There was a hard fought battle either side, but it looks like SK are going to come out better for him.
Yeah, SK Gaming just getting that cushion to sit on there, so that any good kickoff to the side of the pitch is a guaranteed win for them pretty much. They should just be trying to do that here, but I imagine they're going to do what most teams do, and there it is, straight down the centre with a hard hit on the ball. It has gone well for them though, and it all comes down to that solo play from Ixo. I think the last goal of the game, those goals happened. White Demons were pressing, they knew that they needed something. They couldn't just defend. They're already down by 1 goal, not a lot of time left in the game, so they went all in. They pushed all players forward, got scored on again. Doesn't really mean much. The goal before that, that's important, and there was a bit of a mistake actually from, I think, CRR. He made life very difficult for his goalkeeper by backing away from the dribbling Ixo. You have to stay on the ball there. You got to keep ball pressure, because as you see, when you give Ixo space like that, he can very quickly dribble past an incoming challenge and take control of the ball again. And there it is. That dive-in challenge wouldn't have had to happen had CRR just stayed on the ball and let his goalkeeper back up his challenge or his pressure play. So a bit of a mistake, but Ixo's going to find space. He's very good at getting dribbling plays going in 3v3. And the midfield was wide open in this game, actually, for a lot of the time. I think we credited the interceptions and the ball chase challenges on occasion. But both teams were quite willing to give each other the midfield and just let them come at them with those hard clears.
It's just a risk that you're going to have to take on either side of these teams. You know, both of them will be guilty of it, but both of them will also be very happy to play this style. When you are playing such a fundamentally sound game of Rocket League, you open yourself up to the more volatile parts of the game. You know, you've got players like Ixo that can pull out plays like that, or just something going wildly wrong for you. It's a good way of playing, but sometimes you just have to be ready for things to just go very, very wrong, and that is exactly what happened for them. As now Tops hasn't got any passing options for himself on that side of the field, so just powers it over. Nice passing play. Dorito wants to get it back to CRR. He actually faked it. And Tops had to be well aware of that one.
That's great shot selection there. The glancing below is so difficult to read as a defender. You don't know if it's going to suddenly gain a ton of speed or if it's just going to be a non-touch entirely. So I think that's a good choice. Unfortunately, it was slightly off target. White Demons are going to have to wait and try again later. There's constant threats. Every single player for SK Gaming, they've got the mechanics, they've got the speed, they've got the ability to make aerial plays, ground plays, solo plays, team plays. There's a lot of skill in this roster, and the synergy is starting to build, it's starting to show.
Oh, so once again, multiple players just for him, forces CRR to try and get back and scramble to play for his team. So far, Ixo the big difference maker between the two rosters. Yo, he's beat to it by Tigre on the follow-up. Tops now once again. Has got Yukio midfield. He's got it over to him. Ixo now called in. That's just a little bit too far away. Doesn't want to overcommit to it. So two blue cars up in the air, but it's not going to really matter for too much. So far, it's right back to where they were for White Demons. They had their one shot to start off. Now they've sort of retreated back into a good spot.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness, Ixo! That has to be finished! Dorito! He tried what he could, but he couldn't do enough.
Well, last game he's gone past two. This game he goes past the entire team. Ixo dribbles everybody. And I'm so glad that Dorito couldn't save that. Sorry, Dorito, not meaning to take sides here, but I wanted to see that again in a replay. We did get to because Tux has just done enough for the finishing touch there. It's all Ixo, like you said. Phenomenal ground play. In a world where it's so hard to find space to get these plays off in threes, Ixo apparently can make it happen.
And for as long as this game stays the way it does, Ixo will remain that difference maker. It is
now very much upon White Demons to figure out how they want to deal with this. Do they want to put extra pressure on? Do they want to just try and sit back and run straight onto the challenges on EXO? How on earth are they going to find a way to keep them quiet? Oh, wait a second. That was a bit of a miss. And it almost opened up a gap. Still T-Gray. Look off the ceiling. Wants to get it over to a teammate. CRO, a lot of work to do to keep this play alive. And it looks like it is just going to be done. Tox over to himself. He'll follow. He'll waste some time. Once again, White Demons unable to create enough.
It's a very organized defensive game for SK Gaming. I'm impressed with the communication. Several times we've seen two players jump for one overhead ball and then one calls the other off and the other goes straight back down immediately. We're not seeing extended double commits. So this is a much improved SK Gaming defensively. And we already know what they can do in attack. We already know the threats that they've got on their roster. Yeah, this is a very good look for them. Maybe even a team who could top this group. And that could be another goal. No, CRI will get there. And again, SK Gaming are spreading themselves out. They're covering all angles. And although White Demons have had more chances on net, none of them have been all that scary. So this is a tough defense to get past.
Just so quick to recover and get their players back. As soon as you feel like you beat one of them to it. Just wasting a little bit of time. And then suddenly you've got all three players on the goal line staring you down. And you start to think to yourself, how on earth are we supposed to work through this? Especially when I think we've seen a maximum of one double commit. And it really did not make a difference because they were perfectly safe. EXO has got it yet again. We've seen what he can do on the floor. Let's see what he can do in the air this time. As he is shut down and T-Gray came also close to lashing one at the net.
Tox goal side again. His positioning from Tox has been brilliant. He might not be back for this at all. T-Gray chipped it. He needed to keep that low. No. That was such a great chance. Best chance we've seen for White Demons. Really didn't have a lot of build-up. It just came out of nowhere. I think Tox got boost started, and that's what presented the opportunity. And just like game one, they've overextended in the hunt for that equalizing goal. They have left their net wide open. Cerrito, who's missed it this time, that's a bit of a tilter, especially after squandering such a glorious opportunity just moments ago.
I think a bit of a tilter might be the understatement of the century here, Johnny. You've had your chance. You see the. You have to watch as you see the ball lift itself over and chance you to use it as okay. All right, this may be good challenge from Dorito just to give it, and Tox thought he could reach it. Not quite the case.
Yeah, maybe. Tough one. He should still be hitting that. He'll be disappointed that he's given White Demons an opportunity here. And just like last game, I've got to be it's a bit critical of these kickoff strategies. It's always a risky thing when you're one goal up to play the standard approach, because look how volatile this game is. Everybody's trying to scramble and get whatever boost they can. That should be game surely though. Yukio pops it up high for Tox, who's going to try and double this on target. He does, and it's in again on Dorito for the second time in the game. And that does it for SK Gaming, 2-0.
Okay, I'm going to do something horrible here. I'm going to talk about this, but not talk about the amazing double touch that Tox just got. We have to point out, again, there were so many players forward that just one booming clear meant that it was instantly away. I get it. 0 seconds, you need to play, but you also need to realize that as long as you are covered,
Bien jugado.
you're still fine.
Bien jugado.
Desde cuando luchas, lo has conseguido. A ver si has luchado. Y vas viviendo.
El primer torneo he quedado tercero y el primero. En el segundo torneo, que era de las rápidas, he quedado yo primero y el segundo. Pero porque el otro era de su tipo de torneo. Los míos son las rápidas. Sí, en la rápida no ha quedado muy adelante, pero en la suya ha quedado cuarta. No estaba hoy muy bien, vamos a decir. No estaba al 100% porque no se le veía. Parece como que solo utilizaba una parte del cerebro, la otra no.
It was hit about as well as it possibly could have done. As we now go to a quick pause, we'll get back into the game as soon as we possibly can. But for SK, what a look for them at the moment. I feel like we have seen so few missteps, a couple of double commits. You're obviously not too happy with some of these kickoffs. These are fixable issues, though. In terms of the core, this is looking so good.
Oh yeah, 100%. SK Gaming look great, and I think SK Gaming, the org, are going to be delighted with their pickup so far, because this is what you want to see from a new team. You want to see a team who are communicating together. You want to see a team who are synergizing together and playing that organized, consistent style that has evaded a few teams in Europe this season. But yeah, we're going to get this this game up and running again in a moment. Oh yes, always.
The Grid Wildcard has defeated Team Queso. German Amigos have beat Team Cheese 3-1 over on twitch.tv/The Rocket RB.
Wow.
They were supposed to be the easy team to pick at fifth. They've now made that much spicier.
And that is an extremely interesting result because Group A was already the group of death, and that was assuming that German Amigos, like you said, were supposed to be at the bottom of it all. So now, Group A is wide open. I think that Group B, the group that we're currently taking a look into with SK Gaming and White Demons, it'll probably end up being more settled because White Demons are struggling at the moment. This would be their third straight loss if they don't come back here, which I don't think they will. I guess SK Gaming are too good. They're more mechanical and they're more organized. And what are you supposed to do against a team who beat you, who got you beat in both of those categories? You know, unless SK Gaming somehow collapse, it's tough to see White Demons just having enough to be a real threat.
Yeah, right now it's difficult to see White Demons just having the quality that is required at the moment. They do need SK to really take a step back. And the problem with that is SK, outside of a few incredible plays, Mixo haven't really relied upon it. You know, even without those plays, they still very likely could have just went overtime and tried to grind out a win. So they haven't been reliant on it, but it has been a nice little treat for them to have those plays available. Other match as well, twitch.tv/UGC if you want to catch this. BS Plus competition, currently 2 games down against Renault Vitality, or still Team Vitality. I'm still getting used to that one, Johnny. It's been far too many years of trying to get that one going. But yeah, Vitality up 2-0, as well as 2-0 in game number 3, so a bit more normal over there.
Well, that's gonna, if Vitality do end up winning that, Group A will have 4 teams with 1 series win, and then BDS with 2. Of course, BDS, the one team who are winning, as usual. But that's going to be so tense all the way down to the wire, because Vitality versus German Amigos, it was already going to be a meaningful series with both of these teams starting off their day losing, and now it's even more so because German Amigos have bounced back, so full credit to them. And it doesn't get any easier for Team Queso over there. They just took an L to German Amigos, and now they play BDS. It would be the most Team Cheese thing to do, to beat BDS them right here. That would just make so much sense.
Perfect sweep.
Yeah, perfect sweep BDS after losing to the Brick Wildcard. That's just what Team Queso do. But we'll have to wait and see that one later on. Right now we've got SK Gaming trying to finish the job that they've already started in impressive fashion. If they can beat White Demons here, I think that the most important thing for White Demons is they at least get a game. And 2 games would be great, because remember that the tiebreaker for ties is the win-loss differential. And the good news for White Demons, although they're not having a good day, this would be their, like I said, their 3rd straight loss. At least when they're losing, they've taken a couple games off Solary, they've taken a game off Top Blokes. If they can take some games here, that would put them ahead of Top Blokes in that game win-loss differential, because Top Blokes have just been swept by Solary, and they were swept by Guild earlier on today. So Top Blokes are having a nightmare with their win-loss. If they end up in a tie, that would be a disaster. Speaking of, White Demons have got one right here. It's Ixo. He is still just rampaging. Signed first to the center ball off Ixo's pass. Perfect pass by Yukio, I should say, off that corner ball.
There really was not a worse way to get us back going again for White Demons than to see that go in immediately. I don't think we'd even fully completed the transition back to the screen before they even scored. That was so fast from them. Tigre sort of sitting, loitering, hoping that this will at least go well for them. Dorito trying to be cheeky. Right to the plate just a little bit too early, but so now back over to Yukio. He wanted the shot, you can tell from the angle of him. That would have been a very difficult yet very visually satisfying game to see go in. Oh wait, Dorito, he's got that. Tox, make sure it doesn't go in.
Yeah, phenomenal positioning by Tux once again as he gets on the right side of the ball, so there's no danger, no risk of an own goal with any kind of weird deflection. Ground play from Ixo still looking scary. See how hard does stay goal side. That's good defensive position by both teams. Look at the aerial dominance of Yukio. He's been flexed in the air all series long. He's always been a player who's played that role in every team he's played. He's the guy getting up early, challenging every aerial that he can. Such a speedy player with his takeoffs. Coming to that KBM, there's no half measures with keyboard mouse. It's full throttle, full air roll every time you push a button.
Yukio really has settled back down in his career. We were wondering what was happening with him once he was moved away from Dignitas. He did seem to be loitering around for a while. Yeah, everybody, from that fadeaway roster is looking pretty good these days. So maybe one of the best roster disbands that we've seen in quite some time, as all of them go happy, as Ixo has actually set them back up to go at this yet again. And maybe it's 200 IQ. Ixo what's the double tap. It's almost got him. Teams are helping out other teams, and it's almost working out brilliantly.
Ixo, he just couldn't think fast enough. He had an idea there, but it didn't really pan out the way he was expecting, or the way that he wanted it to. That was a great chance for White Demons, and at the same time, a great chance for SK Gaming on the counter-attack. Pretty bizarre, really, but everything's going well for Ixo today. Everything he's touching is turning into gold, so I wouldn't really blame him for trying to own goal. He's just testing the water, saying, is this going to work as well? Can I just shoot the ball in my own net? Apparently I can.
Challenge yet again, and Tox instantly swoops up. No time to really set up. If you're on the side of White Demons, you've just got to go instantly, because if you don't, our defense is already there. Well, not this time around. CRR very nicely scoops it up over the defender.
Look at the technique from CRR. He's air rolled upside down, jumps halfway through the air roll. So when he's fully upside down, he jumps just to get back down to the ground that little bit quicker. That's what allows him to beat the defender to the punch. And even before that, passing the ball to himself off the sidewall avoids the incoming challenge. That's just every bit as good as Ixo's 1v2 plays and 1v3 plays that we saw earlier on this series.
Just as crucial as well. Tox off the backboard. Ixo wants it. It's back down again. No real reason for Yukio to be pressed that far forward, as much as I'm sure they would like to have seen it. It's now Tox yet again off the challenge. Ixo will chase down. And nope, neither of these players are having any of that. Instantly going to try and get themselves back into rotation. It's going to be needed off the crossbar. Ixo and Tox create a blue wall to make sure that one doesn't go past them. This is the most pressure we've seen White Demons able to put forward throughout this entire series so far. They cannot afford to lose it here. They have got to keep this going. More importantly, they've got to make sure that third man doesn't get too far forward. We've seen that happen when they've been a goal down. We're hoping it'll be a little bit more patient now that it's tied.
And it's usually Tigre, the priority defender for this team. But he's got to move in aggressively when both of his teammates are playing like this. You can't sit back and create a big chasm between your entire team. So this is good to see Tigre getting involved. No fear to advance. They need this badly. Even like I said earlier, even if they don't win this series, they need games. They need to improve their game win-loss. This is looking pretty good right now. They've got SK Gaming in the ropes.
Back down. CRR straight into the path of Yukio. Didn't want to potentially get dumped, so decided to go high with the ball. Oh, Dorito couldn't land properly. If he did, might have had Yukio in the sights for a bump. Looks like overtime might be required. Who's got the final shot of this? Dorito wants to keep that as far away from every single blue card possible, with CRR's miss almost opened up a gap. There is overtime needed.
Yeah, it's much needed, like we keep saying, for White Demons. They desperately could use a game win here. They just have to be so careful while they're doing it, because at any moment you could have Yukio flying at you at a million miles an hour. You could have Ixo dribbling at you, and we all know from the year that Tox has had the kind of mechanical plays that he can pull out the bag on demand. SK Gaming are playing this out patiently. No urgency, and this is a great thing for them to be showing us. This is still a new team, still a young team, at least in their experience playing together. So to see them being this calm, that's really great news for the Orange once again.
Yukio leaves it for Ixo, and Dorito somehow. That would have been so tempting for him to creep forward and try and take a potential double tap. Instead, he had the wherewithal to stay back, and now chance to the other side of the field. CRR doesn't nudge it, instead leaves it for his teammate. Ixo have a chance to try and break. And he does get the challenge. Tox up to support. Tox to win the series. And it's saved yet again. Yukio with one more. That one's out wide. CRR's going to have his chance. Blasts it looking for the top corner, but that one's not going to quite work out. And there we go. We keep marching on in this overtime.
CRR really took his time with that shot and still didn't hit the target. It's a bit of a letdown. He had options. He had the infield. He had the top left corner, top right corner. He had anything available to him. Just got to hit the target there. Shooting is the option you choose. SK Gaming delighted to show them how it's done as Ixo tries to get on the end of Yukio's pass. Got to just give full credit to SK Gaming. They're synergizing brilliantly, but look at this from Dorito. He's under one, over the next, and that's surely it. Oh, CRR off the crossbar. It isn't. Dorito sets it up. CRR finishes it off. Wow, what a play by Dorito, though. Completely dismantling the defense.
We've been waiting to see exactly that play for so long. White Demons sent all three, and they got the result for it. But hats off to Dorito. What a play.
Wow.
And he's got his team back into it. Against SK Gaming, who really did not put a foot wrong. What a game from both teams.
Amazing, absolutely amazing from Dorito. Can't wait to watch that one back, but this is so
That would be
huge.
the
Group
whole
B.
highlights package. We just want that
Just
goal about 6
multiple
times.
angles. Yeah, just let's run that one back a few times, but like we referred to, top looks are probably seeing this and thinking, hang on a second, you know, we beat these guys earlier on. We thought that would be, you know, at least the first job for the day done. We've ensured that we're not going to finish last place in the group. Not so fast, top looks. They have to play SK Gaming in the next round, and SK Gaming are on a hot streak today, so that's not going to be easy. White Demons finish off against Guild. Maybe top looks could still be in trouble here, and every game win the White Demons get, that's bad news for top looks. So all you fans of the Blokes, you've got to be rooting for SK Gaming here.
I mean, at the same time, you've got to remind yourself as well that Rocket League are short games. It only takes 10 more good minutes for White Demons to reverse sweep this. It changes so quickly over in this esport. So SK Gaming, yes, they've been great to this point, but they've got to keep this going. They need one more solid 5 minutes for themselves. They want to wrap this series up. If not, well, we just had a very sharp reminder of the quality that White Demons have got.
It's that, combination of CRR and Dorito, so unpredictable. They really have shown us in recent events, and especially in spring, the level that they can play at and just how deadly they are as an offensive pairing. That's what SK Gaming need to be afraid of. Oh, Tox is off the line. That's in for Dorito. Dunks it in for 1-0. I think Tox's positioning and defense has been pretty good for most of today, but that's not where you want to be. He's in no man's land, and it's already 1-0 to White Demons.
It's greedy from Tox, expecting the challenge just to go perfectly, or at least neutral for his team. But your position there is always to be the pessimist, to stay back and make sure you cover it. Everything goes completely wrong. And there's the reminder why Tox getting shown what happens when everything goes completely wrong. White Demons now 1-0 up. And they will look to try and send us to that game 5. Boom and clear. Tox calls for it from Ixo, but he's under instant pressure. CRR over to Dorito. Not the easiest bounce to work with, but Tigre goes over the top of it. What? It was a difficult read, but he should have done it. Still got it. Tigre, we'll ignore it.
Tigre is in his natural habitat for this one. Just about 3 inches off the ground. It seems like the higher he goes, the less comfortable he is, I guess. Because it's just straight up miss. I mean, at some points during this series, we've seen those whips on aerials. But those are in positions where players are attempting to just get the slightest touch on the ball. Tigre there, you should be air rolling into that one. You should be hitting it hard down into the goal, not trying to get a very soft touch on the drive-by. Really strange to see the whip there. It's not just in. It's going to hit the post and roll. Luckily for SK Gaming, they've left their net wide open again. The organization has completely dissipated after such a strong start.
This is where it gets so difficult. It's easy to keep your head up when you're playing well, but this is now starting to go against SK. Yukio has got any support, no one they can really pass to. That was going to be intercepted. And a diving challenge from Ixo. He now sees the pass to Dorito. Tox somehow keeps his team in it, but they need to get rid of this as quickly as possible. That could have so easily been 3-0, and it's very rare we see that sort of lead taken back as it's off the crossbar one more time. And that fourth player is keeping SK in it.
Yeah, that's all SK Gaming have got right now. They are struggling to get this ball cleared. They just can't get rid of it. And this isn't, oh my goodness, wait a minute.
That's interesting.
That's the team bump, and it might work. We've got my get the Tigre. I don't think I've ever seen more fortunate team bump. That was bizarre, but impossible to read at the same time. There's no way SK Gaming had a clue what was happening there. SK Gaming just need a good 50-50 right now. They keep on soft-clearing the ball, and it's getting sent straight back into the danger area. They don't have any time to grab boost. Now they've got some tuck, sends a shot high, and Dorito covers it well. And the whole goal covered pretty much, so brilliance from Dorito. As separated the teams. It's SK Gaming just completely fall apart in defense. What is going on?
They are the puppets. White Demons have been pulling the strings so far. It's been really fast, really pacey performance from them. CRR like a little doink on. So he's down by himself. He's only on 15 boost. It's very difficult to make anything happen from the corner when you're only on 15. Back down, a chance to escape. Yukio blasts the ball to Togs, struggling to really get it back under control. Just under a minute, 2 minutes here. CRR off the ceiling. It's not the greatest landing that he got. Wheels landed, and the car very much went with it, but was not in the direction he wanted to be in.
And SK Gaming are struggling at the moment.
What
a shot! Dorito!
You can't just copy me there, Johnny. Get your own compliment.
What a goal! Infield from Tigre, but Dorito had to come across the ball to strike it left, and boy, did he strike it left. That's an unbelievable strike.
En la bandeja.
I don't think the SK Gaming have a chance here. They've only put 2 shots on target this whole game. They need 3 goals in 80 seconds. White Demons stepping up when it matters. Now they're actually freestyling. CRR and Dorito both on the ceiling at the same time there almost. You can't read these guys when they're in the zone. It's just impossible.
So quickly things change. Compare this sort of playstyle to what we were seeing in game 1, and it is very, very different. 1 minute here. Maybe a chance. Yukio sees his opportunity shut down away from him. Far side pass to Ixo, and diving challenge. There's always that extra player. There's always that extra ammo just to throw at the ball on the infield passes. Went for the pinch. We saw these actually earlier on from Jack and Jorius, our top 7 players. Not quite going to work out the set.
No, that wasn't the connection that Tux is looking for. I think he just probably broke his front bumper with that one. The ball didn't really move at all, but time has gone. SK Gaming lost this game by a long way. Last game was an overtime win for White Demons, so I wasn't worried at all for SK. Now, it's time to be worried. It's time to be worried if your top looks. Now, it's not just the win-loss differential the White Demons are putting on the board. They might actually have a series win on the cards. It's absolutely swung the other way. Momentum was all SK's. Now it's all White Demons going into the most important game of the series.
It is confirmed. We're just playing for stats at this point. There's a stat booster for Yukio. You can at least claim that he did his part in this game. Wow. What on earth has happened in those 60 seconds that we get between games? White Demons styled here in game number 4. We're heading over to Champions Field. An opportunity for White Demons to reverse sweep the series.
They'll sometimes in any Rocket League series you can point at one goal, one moment where the momentum shifted, and it's pretty clear in this one that it was the assist from Dorito at the end of game 3, overtime. He gets a 1v2 outplay to set up his team for uncontested shots, and since then Dorito's been absolutely monstrous and a problem for SK Gaming. And CRR, it seems like whenever Dorito steps up, CRR steps up. Whenever CRR steps up, Dorito steps up. I'm loving this synergy, the connection these guys have. And, you know, credit to Tigre as well. He missed the ball on an uncontested aerial early on in this game when it was still a close score line. Doesn't let it get to him. He just gets right back into position, right back into the rotation, and birdies a shot in the bottom right corner. So he's really stepping up here. We've seen a couple of moments from Tigre this season where he has looked nervous and he's not put plays together the way he wants to. To see him rebound is a great sign for White Demons.
You did mention something big there, is just how it is a very 2-1 rotation that we get from White Demons. CRR and Dorito, and Tigre covers everything else. It's worked for them so far when that connection is, you know, playing to their best. When it's not, they can get a bit stale in offense. Here's Tox. Got Yukio. Did he want him to really come in? Not.
Yukio's trying to figure out a way that he could team pitch that one, but it ended up just looking like a dunk, so he flew away from it at the last second. Just, you know, good job to not dunk Tox in the play, of course. But it would have been cool if he figured out a way to make that into some kind of team pitch. As, Tox has missed another back ball read. That's a difficult one, but we're starting to see a bit of a trend here. Tox not hitting those overheads as the ball rebounds above his own backboard. It's a tough thing to do, but at this level, you expect these players to be able to execute these every single time.
So if I go over the fact that if I was speaking to like 2018 Shogun, he asked, how would the game have progressed by that point? Don't dunk your own teammate. Seems to be one of the big new 2021 strategies. He wouldn't have been too impressed with me as Ixo off the backboard. That's going to be a challenge, and that's the reason why you challenge him.
Ixo sends White Demons a message. Look at that first touch to the back wall. He hits it as hard as he can in a straight line and then gets to work flying after it. Unreal from Ixo. He hardly had any boost left to manipulate his car into a rebound, and he played it perfectly. That's so difficult to stop, though. I mean, he hit that from the halfway line, and he still couldn't get there. No defender was able to reach him. Ixo is the difference in Game 5.
That moment, Johnny. That was the moment that they needed, and Ixo has more than delivered for them. Now they just got to see this out, see if they can get their extra goal, because we're really seeing just how desperate he gets. My goodness, Ixo! He is putting his name out there as one of the players to watch.
Yeah, you need two players to defend Ixo. You can't defend Ixo with one player. It just doesn't happen. It's not reliable. It's too risky. You need a follow-up challenge. One player has to go, and then another player has to go before Ixo retakes control. Because if he retakes control, he's going to go past your second player as well. He's going to put it in your net. Crazy. Ixo starts off the series by popping up in the ground. Now he's putting in aerials. He is pretty much undefendable at the moment.
I just had a little rest is all midway through the series. It's woken back up, and you can see the results for it. Back down, get the ball to Ixo. Why not?
There he is.
Yukio, I cannot commend you enough for this pass.
Beautiful. Yukio straight right. He knows that further away from the goalies, he hits that pass, that Ixo's going to beat them to it. But there's still a lot to be done there. Ixo only had the bottom right corner to aim for. The rest of the net was pretty much covered. So he has slotted that shot beautifully. He's had the power earlier on. Now the placement. 3 goals for Ixo in the first half of the game. And now, you know, I want to see more from Ixo in offense. We all want to see more. We're wondering what else has he got. But at the same time, I want to see consistency from SK Gaming. I want them to calm down. They've got a 3-goal lead. Okay, never mind. Oh, Ixo! That was supposed to be number 4, but he's in the post.
That was very much a thick, fast sort of moment for him. Always let him off there.
Well,
Don't reduce the player rating all too much. They hit the crossbar. It's time to zero in. They've hit the crossbar. They've hit the post. Yukio back down. It seems like the strategy is to get the ball back to Ixo every single time.
good plan. I like that.
Yeah, no, I think they might have like replaced the ball cam with like an Ixo cam. Press the triangle button. There you go. There's Ixo. Let's put the ball over there.
Well, he's just dismantling it. Every time Ixo's on the ball, nobody can get near him. And his positioning off the ball has been brilliant as well. It's not just the mastery on the ball. Look at Tox. He's being harassed there, but he's shrugged off the challenge and gets in the way of the shot. You know, he's had some question marks this series defensively, but that's a huge save. So Tox keeping a clean sheet in the most important game here. He's winning on the back corner boost, gets it. Patience rewards Tox with 100.
Moni, ¿por qué
Heads back
duermes
to defend once again.
Está durmiendo en la bandeja.
Once that backboard, as long as they keep hitting this as softly as they are, it's going to be a real pain for White Demons to try and break back into their side of the field. Tox takes the ball down. Steve doesn't quite know what to do with it. He had all sorts of things in his head as soon as he saw Tox going for it. This could be a flip reset. It could be a shot into the top corner. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, I wasn't ready for that.
No, it could have been bouncing harmlessly towards our post. Oh well. You got me. I didn't have anything for... Didn't have that option covered. Yeah, it's hard to read these plays. I mean, these guys are making up plays on the fly here, so... I mean, I don't think even Tox knew what he had planned when he was going for the reset. Ixo's got one here. Tried to flick it towards Yukio, but only got one touch on the ball. Tox just letting the clock do the work for him. I mean, with this much time left, this is so smart by Tox. Hold on. CRR and Dorito aren't done yet. Dorito's got the goal. CRR is trying to steal it. But not over, as the 2-goal scorer with 24 seconds has shown us many times in the past.
So, plus 1 point for the double fake, negative 2 points for the when you got conceded, when you got scored on. There's the kickoff you want to see.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, wait a minute! There is an instant loss! They absolutely stole the ball instantly! Yukio! He got bounced on!
What did... I just can't believe that. I was so ready to sing their praises. They played the kickoff to perfection. Possession secured. Yukio has the ball in the back corner, and then he gives it away. He just played it right into the world's most obvious dunk, and now they're really in trouble. Ducks. That was a huge opportunity. White Demons have still got a chance, though.
Ciara infield. Oh! How on earth is this going to overtime? T-Gray, he's been below, and he rolls his team to a tight game.
SK Gaming sleeping a little bit too soon. They have this one. That's a throw. That is absolutely a throw. Yukio getting dunked on there is criminal for that second goal. And they've got to be careful. They might even have a chance to concede on 0. Dorito's up. He's uncontested. CRR tries. Doesn't get the ball in the air, but overtime decides to stay 5.
There's absolutely no way. It's not the kickoff they would have wanted to see either. Their own teammate hits the ball. T-Gray, soft hit straight to Van Vixo. Now up for Yukio. He hasn't got the reset, but did almost have enough to get it past Dorito.
Great idea there. Yukio's uncontested. Yukio scores. And Yukio redeems himself.
¿Por qué? ¿Cómo?
Just saw the ball coming back. Flicking on that ball cam. And 150-50 gone wrong has sent SK Gaming to overtime. Now 50-50 gone right wins it for them. They get the job done. They're going to be, I think, not too happy with the way they had to do it, though. That's, you know, that's not
Give
ideal.
yourself so much unnecessary stress. This could be done. You could be like, yeah, lad, we came in, we won 3-0, wasn't ever a worry. Instead, entertainment value, absolutely. Game management, yeah, not quite so much. Top levels will be looking at feeling pretty happy about their chances now. Oh,
wow.
That's
Top blokes are... I mean, they were almost about to be asking Yukio, why? Why would you do that? Because Yukio just left the ball, he hung it up there, asking to be dunked on. You think to yourself, a hard clear from the back corner. That buys everybody in SK Gaming a chance to grab 100 boosts and get in a good position to just easily win that game, control it for the last 20 seconds. Instead, they immediately get scored on. They're right back to a kickoff. So that's about as big of a difference as you can get from one decision in a Rocket League game. But yeah, well done. You know, we talked about Tox, but T-Gray bouncing back from a mistake earlier on the series. Yukio's done it as well. That has really been the story of the series for me.
I mean, what a series it was. Very much held true to the idea of SK looking good, but White Demons just kept on fighting back. They were just a little bit too far away to get the job done. We're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to continue on with Group B action as Solary take on Guild.
Verizon knows how to build unlimited right. Start with America's most awarded network.
I'm on my phone 24/7.
Then, for the first time ever, give families more entertainment with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, now all included.
We're a big soccer family. Handmaid's Tale. I love Frozen.
Then give families plans to mix and match, so you only pay for what you need.
You get so much more than this great network.
With plans starting at just $35. The network more people rely on gives you more. This is unlimited Go Right, only on Verizon.
Rocket League Championship Series Season X. We're on to the European major here for the spring split. I'm Lee, alongside me, Gibbs, Daz, and Shogun has now joined us on the board. Hello, Shogun. How's your day so far? Is it going good? I hope it is boring. I think I cast the game, but it's not good at all. Well,
guys, I got never super able to go. Yeah, my pro got Sonova. Ranking control.
Play really well, and I was actually a little bit surprised going in. I thought SK would be more dominant, but SK really had to battle back, and it ended up being a lot closer than a lot of us thought.
Oh man, 3 goals in what, 15? Like, it was insane in game 5. Goes to overtime, then of course SK wins it, so just it blows that all out of the water there. But the true losers here were definitely California, because they got scratched my heads after watching these films. Just top on, time and time again. That was amazing here as well. Maybe worst roster move of the entire league.
Hey, it's a good bit of inspiration, I think, for the team they said they were working on for a while, but now that they got SK backing them up here, they got that teamwork now. They're all playing together. I think it's helping a lot here. So good for them and good for EXO. When we look at our groups here, Gibbs, as we start to get through our group stage.
White Demons are 0-3. That means if you have 2 wins in Group B, you are through to tomorrow. Solary and SK Gaming, 2 big moves there, so they will make it through to the bracket stage. Then on the other side, you got Team Queso listen to German amigos, but then they're beating BDS right now. That is classic Team Queso. They can go really high, they can go really low. So we'll see how that group plays out. But that is 4 teams in that group of death with 1 win, all tied there. Like some have 2 losses, but it's incredibly close in anyone's game.
Guys, at this point, I usually ask, one of the analysts, I say, hey, does things look how you expect them now that we're halfway? But I feel like with Europe, we've lost expectations.
Yes.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
No, I will not let you do that, Smokin.
Chirongo here over in Europe.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That meme bracket was a one-off. That's all I'm going to say, okay?
We got the meme bracket completely correct, but we absolutely perfected the theoretical bracket today between NA and Europe.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think we're probably, what's that now, 14 predictions in a row that we've got, completely correct. Yeah, this is great. What I will say, let's go German amigos. They were supposed to be the easy team to beat over there. Not the case.
Okay, well, have you ever wondered what would happen if you... And now the night is kind of always coming to see.
The tricky thing about Alpha Zero is that while you can get to a position...
Comer. Food. A comer. Ya está. No hay más. Vamos.
A chemat-o urgent din oraș. Asta n-a știut ce s-a întâmplat. Și a pus-o de față.
Forgot my stream.
Okay, well, the prize of fan votes up, guys. I want to know if you think that Guild is that real deal right now. If they really got it together here. I know there's a lot of Solary fans out there. This roster's been around for a while, too. But Gibbs is stepping... That was Guild. I heard that right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Gibbs stepping on the Guild train. He thinks this is the real deal. This team's around to stay. They've been knocking out teams like BDS. The question is, do the rest of the analysts agree with the insanity of Gibbs? I see a couple of smarts here, so we'll start with Shogun on this one. You can follow me.
14 right in a row,
Should we
Shogun.
go with this? I don't want you and Daz, to steal my homework over here. Just because
Oh, yeah,
I will be
okay.
correct. Fine, I'll go here. Look, if there's anybody that is versed in the ways of a guild, it is going to be me. I know what a cheeky guild series look like, and I also know that them winning a regional, beating BDS twice, and immediately following that up by losing is the most guild thing possible. So,
Okay,
Solary
that's
got
what I
this one.
expected. Okay, I expected this. All right, Daz, what side you gonna land on here?
Wow, okay, for me, this was definitely tough going in, but I did pass the Gibbs guessing test today, so I feel like we're more on the same wavelength. I'm gonna go Guild on this one. I think they got it.
I gave this to you for free, man. I gave it to you.
Okay, well, now I'm worried because we do.
No, by all means, go for it, Lee. I will be waiting.
No.
in that ring.
I don't want to hear it from. I'd rather hear it from Gibbs. I don't want to hear it from Shogun, so I'm going Solar. I'm sitting with Solar on this one.
He's playing it safe.
That's not safe. He just talked about it. Guild is looking good. This is an unsafe pick. This is the opposite of safe right now. And chat down the middle.
Wow.
50-50 split. Well, almost 50-50 split down the middle across these teams. So very, very close according to chat. Let's see if it happens that way over in the Skybox. But we're going to need you guys on Twitter first. Please, @RLeSports, #RLCS. But to talk about this recent success from Guild, we sat down with Nola to hear what he had to say.
After winning Regional 3 in the sprint split, after putting 6, 7, 8 hours a day, it was definitely a lot of hard work, and burnouts were due to happen. But I feel like with Guild's handles providing us with people for mental health and nutritionists and stuff like that, it made things a lot easier.
And is Nolly trying to complete the jump? And Nolly scores.
Securing our spot in the championship definitely felt unreal. It's something I've always wanted to be known as one of the best, and I think we've proved it.
When it hit, go for a double! Stop the double! 5 seconds left!
I feel like in Guild, it's my job to keep the team either calm or build up the energy. When it comes to Grand Finals, they aren't usually like the places where we feel the most pressure. It tends to be in the semi-finals, and in the semi-finals we played BDS, and I'd say that was more intense.
The double opportunity! Sends Guild into the grand final!
It was definitely more rewarding beating First and Transfer 1 compared to Ethan in the grand final, because in the regional I felt like the semi-final against BDS was the actual final, and when playing First and Friends that was more of a personal issue between myself and the NA fans.
We just can't get on the same page! Wow. Nolly moves in to potentially secure the regional.
The team has definitely improved. We've, after taking Regional 3, our spirits are high, and we're more determined to take this major.
Guild Esports are regional champions, and they finally, after being so disciplined, let themselves know about it.
Nolly wants to be known as one of the best in the world. Winning a regional will certainly put you, or start to put you in that conversation, Corelli. But Guild, they've got a lot more to prove to everybody before we start talking about Guild as a permanent top team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is about that consistency of results. That's what we're looking for. And another opportunity here for Guild to show that again coming out. They had a little bit of a mix-up earlier on against SK. They got away from it. That's a great start for Solar. Astral putting away the first shot.
How about that start? I mean, Solary are going to be as tough of an out as anybody, and that's a routine double tap for Astral. No problem, and the mic drop to start the game. Pretty apt goal explosion, if you ask me.
Yeah, and why not for Solary? I mean, they've been doing quite well here so far in the group stage, sitting at 2-0. So happy to see them start off here hot with their big playmaker in Astral. See if they can keep it going, or what Guild have in store as they can get their offense going.
Start with a catch here for Devo, but he gets snuffed out of the play by Farah. Solary just stole the ball right back. Farah around midfield. Can he get back to the challenge? Nolly pushes it forward. What a pinch from Chaussette.
Wow.
Which boom it back down to the orange hat.
I mean, nobody even expected that. I mean, nobody from Solary was downfield to turn on that. Even Guild were thrown off, but we're able to get it out. Here comes Astral again, getting a couple touches. You can see Nolly waiting to see what does. It does come out to Nolly. So good patience there on defense to get Guild downfield, and maybe an opportunity. Stevo can't dunk it, though. Also trying to get inside of the mix. He's a player that has been a massive playmaker for Guild over the season. Sometimes too much, but other times he has been immaculate on the ball. And for Guild, they are certainly better for it, though, and Nolly have just been weapons for this team downfield.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the highlights. Just needed Nolly talk about it. He's behind so many of the goals for Guild. Bo has filled in a lot as well to give Nolly the space to make those sorts of plays happen. And that's kind of what makes it fun, right? Like, he goes, makes plays like that happen. He gets a little chippy in the game post-game interviews, but it's fun. You get haters, you get lovers out of it in terms of fans, and more eyes are on Guild than ever before because of it.
And you certainly get evolution as well. I mean, the evolution of this Guild team has been something to behold throughout the season, especially in their recent results. I don't think a lot of people would have picked them to be a regional winner if you asked early on in the season, but now they look like a very strong team here in Europe. So they have an offensive try here. This one not dealt with perfectly by Chaussette as Farah has to jump in front of though. Gill doing a good job of keeping possession here. Multiple attempts on target. Here comes Nolly again. Maybe a second touch as he can't get back to it.
Monfo's weak shot taken away by Farah, but kicked off the backboard. Devo catches it out. Nolly follow-up. Double. He takes it, but nobody's available for a follow-up. Chaussette and Farah will be able to take it back across. So no panic yet for Solary. Astral tight on the rotation, though. Waits for those touch. Never comes. And Nolly pushes the ball forward again. Gil trying to push through this Solary defense, but they just can't seem to find a chink.
Got 6 shots for Guild here. The one of Solary. That was Astral right in the beginning. Well, Guild are certainly knocking on the door. Solary a little bit slow, a little reactionary on defense. Guild are certainly playing at a higher speed. Here's Devo, a second time over Astral. Look for the back wall. Follow from Nolly. Can't find it. And Guild still just wide of the mark.
Oh, and Devo cutting off the quick pass downfield. There hasn't been a lot of opportunity for Solary, but they made the most of it. Their one shot going into the net. And that's all they needed. I mean, Gil.
All that matters. 1 for 1, baby.
Okay. Compared to the 7 from Gil, it certainly looks impressive. 2 for 2. It's 100% for Solary.
Hey, and this is fine for Solary. I mean, look, they've had to play a lot of defense, but when they get downfield, they find the space for the pass. And Gil just not in position to jump in front of that. That's a great counter and a great play from Solary when they're backed up so much in this game. They can go 2 for 2 downfield and put Gil behind.
Guild have certainly tried to find a couple of angles. I mean, they've been close more than a couple of times. A lot of balls been hanging off the post, kind of right back for a counterattack. Nolly gets the flick on one. Chaussette cuts it off again, and there's just no angle for Guild to work with in the blue hat.
Solary needs to be a bit more threatening. They've gotten out of their half now. They're doing a good job of keeping that possession, and that's Chaussette all the way through. Follow Astral will tap it in, and Solary up by 3.
Chaussette's just gone ahead and just trucked his way into the net. He smashed it against the crossbar. My goodness, Chaussette.
Sits there upside down, and Astral there to put it away, but Solary 3 goals on 4 shots. Chaussette, can he make it more? He will. His second. And Solary, after feeling so much pressure through the majority of this game, have held a lead throughout.
And have felt no pressure on the other ends. It's been, I think, a solid minute since I've mentioned the 7 shots from Guild, and they haven't registered a single shot since then.
Yeah.
Who knows how long they've been sitting on that 7th shot?
Yeah. It's been all Solary. Kickoffs going in their favor. Now Blair, oh my goodness!
This is the kind of goal that gets posted. It gets posted on the front page of the Rocket League subreddit. Like, that's the kind of goal that gets put in there.
I don't want to hear any Farah slander anymore. Are you
That's not Farah slander. That's not Farah slander.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you.
Oh.
That was wonderful. Okay. That was wonderful from Farah. The musty flick, the follow-up, running into your own teammate, and then you get the dunk off the crossbar in. You don't see it. Solary, just saying.
I'm just saying it'd be the top post on the subreddit.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Look, it was a high goofball goal right there.
I mean, you can see it in the even our reactions, I think, sum that one up pretty well.
You know what, Solary? Why not a couple more like that?
Yeah.
Closing seconds on Manfield. But this is exactly the kind of opener you want. And Corelli, I hear Shogun in the back of my head saying, I told you. Yeah, I told you this is the Guild you were going to get. It's only been 1 game, but that's quite an opener for Solary.
And while Solary have blown open the scoring here, I mean, Guild certainly had their opportunities to at least tie it up when Solary were up by 1. I think Solary came out hot
Asheville had a great individual play. Bang, Solar up by 1. Fine. But Guild certainly had that pressure. I mean, what do you say, 5-6 shots from Guild when Solar were just basically sitting on their back line, gasping for air the entire time. Guild were all over. Nolly was playing phenomenally through that mid part of the game. And then once that, like we said, once that second goal came in from Solar, all of a sudden it just completely deflated from Guild. No more offense, all Solary. Then you get the goofball goal, and it's a 5-0 game. You blink and you miss it. But Guild certainly had the chance to come back into this one.
Well, that is the funny thing about that goal, right? Because it did feel like a no-nonsense game from Solary. You had that Astral double tap to start it out, but then, you know, he wasn't really advanced mechanically relevant, if that's a thing. I don't know. He wasn't mechanically relevant in any sense, but they didn't need him to create plays with his mechanics. They more so were able to just, all right, next man up, get the clear, prevent Guild from keeping the ball in our half, and we'll take care of business. That's exactly what happened. So how Guild cracked through that on Forbidden Temple is up to them as we start.
I think for Guild, you certainly don't want to give up the early goal. Once again, here comes Farrah Astral with the open net, and again it's Astral for Solary. The early goal going over to the blue side, and Solary in the first 8 seconds made out everyone on the Guild team.
That flip from Chaussette, but that pop from him was so good. He forced 2 Guild defenders up. That was pure panic in front of the orange box. And they're right back where they left off. How did Guild get out of this when they haven't had any offense despite good pressure?
Guild really have to find that form again. And this is an opportunity to have some space, have some time to set something up. Farrah, I think already wanted to pre-jump that. Here comes Devo. Good defense from Astral. You saw last game Solary. They were very reactionary on defense. If Guild can find that form once again, they're in business, but right now they got to play a lot of defense. Solary rejuvenated once again. Snow trying to fight through the sideline. Here's Nolly, and a great shot and pass. Guild able to tie it up.
Love infield passes like this. Nolly in the perfect spot for him. Astral losing the 50. Forces Chaussette to turn inward, and as soon as he turns in on the play, he's beat. Throw season, cuts it across over to Nolly, and it's an easy goal for Guild. That's the sort of play they were missing on Manfield.
Yeah, it certainly was. Great vision to pass that one over. And a tie game is very important here for Guild. Something they couldn't do in the last game. It's the first goal of the series for Guild now. And Solary are sitting on now their 6th. Astral working his magic down the sideline. He's still going. He got it all the way to the corner of the box there. Somehow fighting through all of Guild. And Solary earning some offense here. Chaussette can't get back around to it though. Tries to clear it away. Astral looking for options. He's got Chaussette. That's the pass. There's the shot. Nolly able to pick it up calmly and carry it away.
If I were Guild, I'd be really worried about Chaussette right now. His touches have been looking deadly in the orange half. He had that nasty pop to get their first goal, and has had pretty solid control overall. His follow-ups looking pretty good, so Chaussette may be doing some more damage before the end is here. Chaussette, another challenge in front. Pass for Astral is taken away. Back around to the corner. Guild still looking for that game-leading goal, but they haven't really found a way to punch through. And Farrah will get the clear out.
I think Solar playing defense with boost here is been a lot stronger than maybe they showed in the first game. Guild have not been able to work the corners the same way they did last time. Even though Guild came up fruitless, they were able to play that ball across the box quite a bit. Here comes Farrah, bouncing through everyone as though does get cleared away.
Hola. Llevo streameando Rocket 2 horas. No voy a jugar otro juego porque algún... Raúl. ¿Qué vas a jugar?
Rocket. No, soy que no quiera.
¿Eh?
Que si quieres Rocket.
Sí. Por mí bien. Estoy viendo la RLCS desde hace 3 horas. Y yo streameando Rocket 2 horas.
Puto FIFA, tío, 5-8 en Food Champions y no encuentras a los putos equipados.
¿Te metes al Rocket?
Sí. Porque ya llevo 3 partidos perdidos seguidos y a mi cabre.
¿2 para 2 competitivo normal?
Competition y Champion,
Y yo diamante 1. Pero bueno. ¿Estás en menú o en qué estás? Es que no me aparece. Me aparece tu nombre y en negro. ¿Pongo el torneo?
Vale.
Va. Con 1 minuto, tío. Yo estoy caliente, acabo de hacer... He terminado el torneo, he hecho el del primer chance. El primero y lo he perdido. Yo estoy caliente, llevo 2 horas y media jugando. ¿Qué estás viendo?
No lo sé. Directos random de TikTok. Vamos a ver más. A ver.
¿Eh? Cierro directo.